What are you doing? Hurry! Run away!
This game often streamlines events so much that some important events are entirely missing. But this fight, so-called, that Tien had with Cell lasted under a minute, pretty much. Tien threw everything he had into one attack, the Neo Tri-Beam, in order to hold Cell down. And this was impressive at the time it occurred, because at least in the manga it was visible that he got hurt by it, even if it didn't really slow him down. I mean, the idea that Tien could even scratch someone like Cell is kind of a big deal. So even though Tien is essentially useless after this moment, at least he got this moment. He does elect voluntarily to stay on the sidelines for the rest of the fights with Cell, though, because he realizes that he has no chance. All of Tien's Tri-Beam attacks in this game have a noticeable effect on him. Even his normal Tri-Beam has a big cooldown before he can do anything else. And by big cooldown, I mean like a second, but that's a long time. The enemies do seem to have some small amount of trouble dodging the Tri-Beam with consistency. I don't know if that's because of its odd shape. I suppose it's no surprise that with all the characters getting stronger and stronger, that people like Tien are getting obsoleted rather quickly. At least Tien got a better send-off than Yamcha. Yamcha was forced to acknowledge that he had nothing to contribute to the world of fighting anymore.
And why are you here? Have you come to stop me? Don't make me laugh!
Oh, I'm not here to defeat you. I'm here to tear you apart, one piece at a time.
Vegeta got a new power boost, so he's back to being arrogant again. He's not the kind of guy that learns lessons real well. Even though in the anime and manga, Vegeta's appearance is slightly different for this battle, it's not a new transformation. He's just really beefed up from training. There isn't really much drama, and there aren't really any twists to this fight. Vegeta just shows up and pretty much completely annihilates Cell. Well, there is a twist after the fight, but that's one of the few things the game is going to actually show you. So I don't have to fill in the blanks this time. If you're really tired of Vegeta getting arrogant like this, he does eventually undergo his moral change, finally, at the end of this saga. But right now, he's just kind of an ally, so that way everyone can act a bit surprised when he's still a huge asshole. But nobody really confronts him about it too much, other than, you know, by punching him. Because how are you going to have a heartfelt conversation with Vegeta? He has to decide what his priorities are on his own. It's not like anybody's going to be able to convince him. It's not like you can ask just the right question or find just the right response to make him question how he thinks. He's got a very thick skull.
What are you saying? You think you can beat me in your perfect form?
Yes, I'm sure of it!
Don't interfere, Trunks!
It seems Vegeta is going to help me get my wish.
No! Vegeta!
So in the anime, how this goes is that Vegeta is certain that Trunks will not be able to attack him. Vegeta's all like, "You can't hurt me, Trunks. You're a poopy head with feelings. Your feelings will stop you from hitting me." And then Vegeta gets blasted into the ocean. Or maybe a really big lake. He taunts Trunks like this while Trunks already has the energy blast ready, mind you. He's just kind of standing there, making fun of Trunks. This is also directly after Trunks said how much he hates Cell, and how much he doesn't want to see Cell's ultimate power, because he's seen the horrors it can create back in his own timeline. And that just always cracks me up, how incredibly short-sighted Vegeta would have to be. Because even if he was right about Trunks' feelings ultimately dictating what he's going to do, Trunks' feelings of seeing all of his friends slowly murdered in the future probably outweigh his feelings of not wanting to non-fatally blast his father. That being said, there are some areas where Vegeta is actually smarter than Trunks. It's not like he's completely incapable of basic logic, it's just that his inflated pride gets in the way of him seeing it most of the time. It should also be noted that Vegeta thinks Trunks is weaker than him right now, but we'll also get to that in a minute. Also, I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cell didn't want anything to do with Trunks and Vegeta fighting, and neither did Krillin. Cell seemed to find it amusing, but he was like a little bit occupied trying to absorb Android 18 at the moment. But yes, the takeaway from this is that Vegeta is pretty much the biggest idiot, and he can't appropriately read other people's emotions even when they're being explicitly stated to him.